I think with this crew, let me check Brick Bane. I want to make sure that he's who I think he is. Decisive loner, yeah. Normally, I would say, hey, they knew what they were getting into. Even if this is kind of an ignorance is bliss situation, they want to toss themselves into the Matrix and be happy, even though it's not particularly happy. Let them be. Let them be. However, Sonric and Brick Bane, they definitely have a problem with this. They do not accept people acting this way, spending their life just for fake happiness. No. And Kleiner, well, he's just there, hanging out. He doesn't care one way or the other. His wife's not here. He's just an old man. Well, middle-aged man, not yet old. But he's just along for the ride. Let's free them. Sorry you feel that way. Must be out of shape. My legs are killing me. Reminds me of how strong we can get. We always improve. For the absolute worst. We pretend we're normal until we see if anybody lives here. My friend, I don't know about you, but your limbs are all on fire and your friend's hair is glowing. I don't know if it's quite possible for you to pretend that you're normal, given that set of circumstances. So complicated. These boars, right? The boars are the only thing that would eat fennel. You hunted the boars because, in addition to fennel, they were eating people. Problem, indeed. For the boars, presumably. Killed the boars, and they get the fennel. The fennel would get really thick. The bunnies loved it. The thick fennel meant the eagles couldn't see past them. The fire eagles ultimately starved because there were no boars. The food chain is a harsh mistress. I like bunnies, not as much as the eagles did. Good job, Elise. You know what? We'll take care of some of these pokers. Thank you so much. It's been a big help. Like a bunch of trafficking or tracking earlier. Not trafficking. We're not trafficking humans earlier. We're the good guys. We're the heroes. I promise. Even if we are taking out people because they're hunting weird birds. It's just, don't worry about it. We're the good guys. And finally, Grinna. Fuse. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Oh, no. We're engaged. Not engaged in the marital sense, but engaged as in we are locked in combat. It'd be weird if these bandits were locked in matrimony with Elise. Few green fighters against a terrifying mystery of a foe. We prevailed. So far, anyway. You say you prevailed. But thus far the story has been, because you screwed things up, letting people live and letting people go and not killing the people, the world is in trouble now. The country is in trouble. So your a strategy of find, drop, and kill drop, and first of all, you didn't keep to. Second of all, you've completely failed, and it's caused all sorts of issues. So I'm pretty sure new blood might winnow out over the old guard today. Oh goodness. My messengers do not lie. Mortals sleep within my wood. That bad? There is no good or bad, only law. And law states that mortals sleep in this place shall bear my mark. As they sleep within my realm, I shall sleep within theirs. I knew something was off. I knew it, and... Hang on a minute. I'm not the one who sleep. Yeah. They're rivals. He was the one stupid enough to sleep in these woods. She is just gonna let his mystical, magical mumbo-jumbo flow into the tent and afflict this, young, unsuspecting fool. Not a huge fan how much that dragon head looks like a cow. Much less intimidating when you see a big creature all for you, and then you look towards its head, where it's supposed to be breathing fire with sharp teeth, and you just see a stupid cow head. Very, very, well, not very unnerving, to say the least. Okay. So as I said earlier, before my internet decided to literally explode. Had to look at my computer side of things, that wasn't working. Went on to the router side of things, that wasn't working. So I turned everything off, turned everything back on again, ran a bunch of tests, and then just magically everything decided to work. Still don't know what the issue was. Regardless, everything seems fine. So we're gonna pretend like it didn't happen, and hope for the best. Hey, that little ding ding dong is not just someone trying to... It's letting us know something is happening. Not an actual doorbell, but instead is saying, hey, your difficulty level just went up. Don't get dead. Good luck. Truth be told, totally worth going over to the side. Got a bunch of little chests, and most importantly, got a big upgrade in the orange chest. I care a lot about my chests. They're valuable to me. Always like looking and seeing what's inside. Come on. A few enemies here. Building up a lot of bad guys in the local area, but luckily they're all inconvenient to murder places. Don't I love the convenience to murder? Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Quite literally, we're a chef. Goodness, this bridge is... Bridge. You know what I mean. This bridge is very long. Very obnoxious as well. Ow. Yeah, see that? Fortunately, it's a little bit hard to time if you're not paying attention, especially because you got all these various effects on me. You see it charging up around you. But, if you take a look at my character, zoom in real close there, I have no idea what's going on. So, it's not a particularly easy to understand ability in terms of when it's going to activate. Okay, now then, there's a jumping puzzle down there, which is one of the reasons I got 1.5 million jumps. Jumping puzzles are a lot easier to do when you can cheat by having 1.5 million jumps. I'm not kill him. I'm not going to get anything out of it because his chest is going to be locked behind a door. But I find this hilarious that I'm just sitting here and he's dying to my ring of barbed wire of doom. It's not that I needed anything from killing him, just the satisfaction of watching him die. Nothing's spawning in. They see me standing here shooting this death beam every once in a while, and they're like, you know what? Better just let that guy pass. I'm not interested in fighting him. You know what? We're gonna go on the right. We're gonna go for the right. Chance to attach a bomb to enemies. Oh, that was not a lollipop. That was a bomb. Honestly, disguising your sticky bombs as a lollipop probably a good way to make them super effective. Just feel like a date to meet, Grinna. Does it? Ah, even in this life, Sonic and Grinna are going to be lovers. You have some very good instincts. Don't worry about how the others take it. I don't know. Like you. Like who? Maybe K-Bane? Sorry. It's fine. Just don't kiss me now. Just say do something else. I am happy. They've fallen in love. And both the last life and this one. Very poetic, these two. Always finding each other. And always finding their way back. Ah, don't let it... She considers you a friend. You think so? Why? Or she heard my feelings through the blood, perhaps? Just saying. Blood magic, never the answer to anything in fantasy settings. Few things can blood magic actually solve that are worth solving in the long term. So I always look for another way. Though if given the opportunity to do blood magic, I always will do, because the results are always hilarious. I don't know if it's true, or it's just another myth. Dragons were honest, if Yulin was real. Wisdom hard these past few years. Been alright, chasing books and artifacts, squatting in dusty places, even spiders were given up. Digging up stories, it ends with, there was a time when war was born between us. First war. Odd to imagine all ages in this world before war happened. People painted them. People do that. To me, seems like they abandoned the effort to know. Understand, in favor of making a more comfortable fiction. More people-centered. I guess, I wanted to see something in the art. I want to locate something specific and helpful. I don't know if it's there. Hey, Mom? You finished your speech? Good stuff, right? We're about set to go. Oh, man. Get that you're rivals, but my goodness, that was harsh. It was a very cool speech. Just wave it aside. Anchors. Got one favorite fruit. Standing apple any day. Some morally questionable peaches. Everything to fight. Least favorites. Gotta be more thoggy. Never quite like them. The old, sometimes I really wonder. Keeps you up. A duty to protect? Sense of control? You mean other than you? Ha ha! Get it? Because they're lovers. It's good one, son. Maybe things really. Spellbinding gaze is the dazzling spell. The way you fight, whisper my name before if Pork's gonna hear you. Plus, where would a man be if I let you get picked up by some beefy Morthaki? You know, I can't resist a good ribcage. A temporary bonus damage and potency. At their age, they need all the potency they can get. There's one thing. Be a real bit of heroes unless you got a name. Something catchy, like Bards of Dauntless Youth, the Foundlings of the Light Undying. The older generation. Okay, the Foundlings of Light Undying. I like that. Basically, light giving way to a spark. That spark burns brighter and brighter until it's a roaring inferno, giving light, courage, and bravery to all who perceive it. Sounds really good for an adventuring band, especially because we literally have a man that's made of fire right there. A lot more. Grenna and Elise are now rivals. Elise and Calander have fallen in love. Oh, yep. I was right, of course. Always does Calander find a lover on these adventures. Bit of a player, but considering that these are alternate lives, I'll let him slide. If everybody is just like him, helping the other people get away, who's going to be defending the town? Quint? He doesn't stand a chance against the mercenaries. So what he should really be doing is trying to ingratiate himself to the heroes that just saved what remains of the town, instead of throwing a fit and saying, oh, I don't trust you, oh, I don't trust you, bad people can do bad things. Of course. But in reality, if we saved you, you should be trying to get on our good side, to make us so we are more likely to come help the town when further troubles come. That's just my 2 cents. How do you like your potatoes? Cooked? Cooked is great. I mean, there's a couple ways. You could boil them. You can't really fry them. I don't know if they have. I doubt they brought oil or fat. If you butcher a creature, they might be able to salvage some fat and toss it on the cooked fire. But I mean, you could mash it as well. There's different ways you can cook it. You don't just have it cooked, even out in the wilderness. Come on now.
Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.